Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Espero que muy bien, sean bienvenidos a The Witcher 3. Vamos a continuarlo justo donde lo dejamos. Seguimos aquí en la fiesta con Shani. Tenemos ahora que irla a ver. Y ahora ya somos Geralt, ya no somos el hermano de este Olier von Everett, que la verdad molestaba bastante. Ok, tenemos varias opciones para llevarle a Shani, para ver a ver si le levantamos un poco el ánimo. Una era llevarle vino. Otra es aquí, parece ser que es vino también, pero no. Realmente la decisión correcta, y se las digo de una vez para que no la vayan a regar, es llevarle... ¿Dónde es? Le tenemos que llevar unas flores. Ah, es aquí, ¿verdad? Sí.
Shani mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up?
Sí.
Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
La verdad sí, Geralt. Ya está. Venga, vamos a dárselo. ¿Dónde está Shani? Mírala, aquí está, aquí está. Hola.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shani.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
Entiendo, yo entiendo a qué se refiere. Así que decirle, ¿tienes amigos? O sea, es como mandarle la chingada. Y decirle, ¿me tienes a mí? Pues, oye, creo que Geralt se refiere un poco a acá hacer nada más el delicioso y ya. Pero venga, vamos a decirle esto.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea.
¿Qué está haciendo ese? Estaba haciendo como que tocaba un tambor, pero no había nada.
Did you enjoy the wedding?
La verdad, sí, muchísimo.
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
Eres todo un
His
ligón.
will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
Epidemics long forgotten, sure. But the romantic bits in that adventure? Don't plan to forget those.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. Our lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
Estoy seguro de que la convencerías.
Doubt your mother's that unbending? You'd win her over, I'm sure.
I haven't managed to yet.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really.
¿El cojan? No, ya.
Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
Ay, no sé qué decir.
That was Vladimir, not me, remember?
But pretend for a moment it had been you, and the situation had been different. Say you're at the wedding, and that very girl keeps glancing, smiling at you. Then she finally walks up, and you know exactly what she wants. What do you do?
Irme con ella. Ah, sí, o sea... Ojo, Geralt es un matador, eso está más que claro. Pero... En la historia, hasta en los libros se deja más que claro también que tampoco se va por ahí con cualquiera. O sea, el culero tiene sus estándares.
Huh. If Dandelion was around, and he usually is, I'd introduce her to him and walk off.
I don't believe that. You'd let the opportunity pass?
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
Tranquilos. No, pues sí que se tenían ganas. Está bien, dejémoslos.
So, how'd it compare?
Mejor.
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Qué pendejo.
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Ah, mírala. La hermana de los guerreros valientes.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm.
Exacto. Ay, qué bonito, la verdad. Que esta expansión es una historia de amor
Row me
prácticamente.
to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake. What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
¿En serio ahí? Hombre, me acabo de dar cuenta que esta escena de amor, por así decirlo,
Awake already?
muy
For a while
distinta a
now.
las demás.
Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shani, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Joder, qué bonito, pero al mismo tiempo, no sé, se siente extraño, ¿no? Es que tal como lo dijo Vladimir cuando estaba aquí, este tipo de chica es de esas que no las dejarías ir. Es el tipo de chica por la cual se armarían guerras. Algo así dijo. Y oye, yo estoy totalmente de acuerdo con lo que dijo. Pero bueno, lo hecho está. Vamos a continuar, que llevamos poquito tiempo. Déjame checo. Sí, llevamos nada grabando. Vamos a hacer la misión esta que sigue, la fiesta del hombre muerto. Informa a Oliver de que has completado la tarea. Y ahora ya puedo hablar más abiertamente. Hace rato quería mantenerme callado para no arruinarles el líbido. Así que vamos a buscar dónde hay un viaje rápido. Tiene que haber uno por aquí cerca. Mira, aquí está. Informa a Oliver de que has completado la tarea. Perfecto. O sea, pero... A ver, déjame checar las misiones. De la casa de subastas de los Brorsodi. ¿Sí será necesario ir a informar que hemos completado la tarea? A lo mejor nada más nos dice, está bien, ¿no? O algo así, pero aún hay que completar la segunda para que nos diga la tercera. De hecho, ese fue un acuerdo. Nos dijo el vato, hasta que no complete las primeras dos, no te voy a decir la tercera. Pero venga, vamos. Tengo curiosidad de ver qué nos dice. A lo mejor no nos cree o algo. Pero bueno, tenemos la nota del hermano que escribió cuando estaba en nuestro cuerpo. Eso es una prueba más que suficiente. Venga, vamos. Puerto de Oxenfurt. Fenomenal, fenomenal. Pues como comentaba hace rato, realmente esta escena de Geralt y Shani fue totalmente muy distinta a cualquier otra escena de Geralt con otra chica. Lo cual hasta se me hace curioso porque pues esta es una historia realmente pasajera, por así decir, de la historia de Geralt. Y realmente se sintió como muy emotiva, como si hubiera amor de por medio. La verdad, de escoger hasta yo me hubiera quedado, o sea, pero lástima que no, es una decisión que no se puede. Ni me quedaría con ninguna de las dos, ni Yennefer ni Triss, para quedarme con Shani, la verdad, pero no se puede, así que ni modo.
What are they doing?
Play. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches are sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
A ver, vamos a preguntarle varias cosas. Tengo curiosidad de todo
Keep
esto.
wondering how you turned the Ophiri into a beast. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure it was no run-of-the-mill curse.
This professional curiosity, or nosiness as common as the clap?
Desire to improve. Information could prove useful down the line.
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen. So for now, admit it. A mage helped you, right?
Give you a hint. You're not the only one to fulfill wishes round here.
Odim transformed the Ophiri? It was your wish?
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more. A curse I uttered in a moment of rage, with no thought to it actually taking hold.
No me lo creo, pero venga.
First time I've seen a saber like that. What's its origin?
A fear. It was a gift. Any soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt, prance about feigning danger, but my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells the urge to duel, in shavers eager to face Olgierd von Everek, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
No, por alguna razón esto no se me marcó como que ya lo dije, pero bueno.
Your band. Chosen some interesting specimens.
Interesting? How so? Common carousers and roughnecks, every last one.
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages, others I gathered on the road, and a few found me themselves. They're company for drink and sport at least, and ever since I began travelling with them, my old enemies have sat quiet as moles.
Ah, no, esta es otra conversación. Tengo curiosidad por el rey Ophir.
Tell me, how'd you meet the Ophiri you turned into a beast?
Aren't you a nosy one?
What's it matter? You like to talk about yourself.
That I cannot deny. Ophiri was a dauphin on a voyage through lands unknown, to learn of their cultures and customs. He fell for a lass. As it happened, this woman was already important to me. But at the time, I was now compared to a noble from a foreign land. So her parents promised her hand to the Ophiri, though she loved me. If you'd only seen his feeble attempts at charm. When she asked why he travelled disguised as a common merchant, he said he was like the frog from the fairy tale. One kiss from her, and he turned into a prince.
Ah, ya vi la ironía.
Wanted to be a
Eres
frog.
muy gracioso, Olger.
Became a frog.
Graciosísimo. Interesantísimo.
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him. Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Is that all? Or have you something else?
Gonna work on getting you Borsodi's house next.
Best of luck. Enjoy.
Ok, perfecto. Bueno, pues la verdad es que sí vale la pena venir, porque es que las conversaciones entre estos dos son muy disfrutables. Y la siguiente misión está aquí al lado. Venga, antes de hacerla quiero hacer una cosa. Es que ese peinado, por favor, Geralt, no te sienta nada bien. Vamos al peluquero. Quiero mi peinado de regreso, el que ya tenía. Me molesta bastante cuando me lo quitan. Y cuando me quitan la barba también. ¿Dónde es? Espérate. Pero bueno, la barba crece sola, no es necesario ponerla.
No bread, no coin, all is shite.
¿Es aquí? No. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, aquí.
Long live, etc. Greetings, master. What can I do for you?
Got a raise.
Venga. De peinado. ¿Cuál era? El corte de elfo. Fenomenal, vámonos.
So long.
Listo. Bueno, aún no me pongo la armadura porque da igual. Ahora no vamos a pelear ni nada.
All is shite.
Ya me la pondré. Total, este atuendo le queda súper fregón a Geralt. Vamos a la casa de Borsodi o a la casa de subastas, no sé. Es aquí al lado. De la casa de subastas de los Borsodi. No se me pregunta por el propietario. Perfecto. Supuestamente me tengo que llevar mucho dinero. Vamos a checar cuánto tengo. La verdad no me acuerdo. Tengo 10,000. Pues yo creo que está bien. Si no, pues... Aquí también tengo muy poquitas de estos. Tengo bastantes cosas para vender. Estaría genial. A ver si puedo vender algunas cosas.
What can I do with you for? If I ain't got it today, say the...
A ver.
Let me see. Might pick something.
Es que sí tengo bastantes las sí, pero no tienen dinero. Es que tengo muchas cosas para vender. En las orejas de burro. Vamos a venderle esta espada Dorian. Vamos a venderle esto. Alfanje Ophir. Tiene más 21. Estrella de la mañana. Vamos a venderle esta. Y 98. Vamos a venderle más 69. Vamos a venderle esto. 57. ¿Qué más le puedo vender? A ver. ¿En serio?
So long.
Bueno, al menos hemos conseguido 1000 más. Mira, aquí está el armero. Vamos a venderle a él todas las espadas y todo lo que tengo. ¿Qué onda? Enséñame el género.
Show me what you have in...
Mira, a él ya le puedo vender todo. Perfecto. Ahora vamos a venderle esta. ¿Qué? Este mercader no tiene... ¿Cómo que no? Se supone que los mercaderes deben de tener bastante dinero. Por favor, ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué le venderé? No, es que estos no. 1340. 111. Este sí se lo puedo vender. Este también. Este también. Pues bueno.
So long.
¿Por qué tiene tan poco dinero? Venga, con eso ya.
This the Episodio brothers auction house?
Seems it.
Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you? Fraternizing with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
Just curious. Redanian army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting. And this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier?
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high. Top, in fact.
Borsodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
Private Kleiner, that's confidential military information.
Soldado Kleiner.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Episodio? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
A ver.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
Afraid you're out of luck. Order 76CWX also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
But my orders...
Fuck your orders! Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
Venga.
Oh, the lads will be rolling back at the barracks.
Sut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
Ese Kleiner me cae bien. Venga.
Appreciate the help.
'Twas nowt. I've always had a mind to see into old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah ha! Folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
Sería genial que me cambiaras dinero.
Sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
There was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Huh. Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye. And I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Noob and Longendijk.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Venga.
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst is like to show his head during the auction. I'll introduce you then.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only if I collect on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.
De hecho, aquí en la subasta nosotros podremos pujar por cosas muy interesantes. Voy a ver si puedo comprar todo.
You thought of buying real estate? Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage.
No such thing as attractive loan terms, Vimy.
What about in Kaveri, Auction won't start for a time yet, it seems.
Vimy, this is a banquet.
Aye? And?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation, food portions fit for a mouse, drinks that taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. Old hen there is Countess Mignole. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her. Prick in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing Gwent.
Cuando el buen, en serio.
Ah, there's Jaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs.
Opcional, conocer a los amigos de Vivaldi. Perfecto. Sí, pues vamos a hablar.
So tall. You think the room
Ahora
was
hablemos
small.
con este.
Jaromir, might we trouble you a wee spell?
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I thought you might have a blather with us about the paintings on the block today.
Ah, sniffing for a quick turnaround as usual, are we?
Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend.
True. Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary. What about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
Un poco.
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing or two.
Truly? We ought to see what.
No se preocupen, sé la respuesta a lo que sea que me vaya a preguntar.
Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Noob? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
I shan't pretend it's otherwise.
Yet for you, my dear connoisseur Witcher, that should present not the slightest problem, so do tell which of these is the handiwork of Edward van der Noob, the master from Maribor.
La respuesta es el del mercader. El retrato, el del medio.
Really? Merchant with the pearl, no two ways about it.
My. Who would have thought? Might I have a word in private?
A ver, ¿qué me va a decir?
Forgive me my impertinence. At first I thought you an ignoramus. Vivaldi's equal. I feel I should apologize in atone, so I shall tell you a secret. A Van Row is due to appear on the block. The painter's unknown largely, but has a fierce admirer in Marcus Hodgson, a bookseller, has his shop in Novigrad's main square. I wager you'll sell him the canvas at a tidy profit.
Un Van Rojo, ok, muy bien.
Thanks.
Lo tendré en cuenta.
Now, please excuse me. My friends beckon.
Perfecto. Ya sabemos qué comprar.
So, what did he tell you?
Aquí no se lo digan.
Nothing special.
Truly? Huh. Shame that. Alright, let's go. Ink spot upon ink spot.
Si se lo dicen, luego él va a intentar comprar también. O sea, va a competir contra nosotros para comprar el cuadro. A ver, ¿qué es? Condesa Miñol.
Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, but have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignol is an eminent collector of vitaminaica.
What now?
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession. Swords, gear, medallions.
A ver, vamos a preguntarle.
Mind if I ask how the Countess became interested in us, humble monster slayers?
I've some pleasant associations, dating from my oh-so-distant youth.
Didn't you say such things, Countess? You look right fetching to me.
That's very kind, Master Vivaldi. But apart from my Vedamaniaca, I also own a number of mirrors.
Your most prized piece, what would it be?
An armor element, an antique, School of the Wolf, from 1234.
Classic. Is it up for sale?
I fear not. It's a memento. One of great sentimental value.
Oh.
But perhaps the Countess has got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps you could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest transaction fee.
Hijo de puta, o sea, como él me la está presentando, me dice lo que le compres, o sea, yo te voy a cobrar el 5%, qué cabrón.
Vimy, never seen anyone so good at laying their mitts on coin that clinked within earshot. But what the hell? See if we can't make a deal.
Mira, esto es todo lo que tiene. Pues obviamente se lo voy a comprar. Vamos a ver si le puedo vender algunas cosas. Mira, le puedo vender esto. Perfecto, qué bueno que puedo venderle yo cosas. Pantalones embochados de Fear. Mira, tienen más armadura que los que uso regularmente. Ah, no, mira, tiene 69 y 66. Ah, pues tampoco es tanta diferencia. Estos están todos feos. Esto también se lo voy a vender. A ver, ¿qué más puedo venderle? ¿Esto qué es? Ah, el incensario, ¿no? Esos siempre me los quedo como recuerdos. Mira, qué padre, podemos venderle esto también. ¿Qué dice? Ata trofeos de tu ciudad, montar por 15% de oro. Ah, ok, muy bien. No, esto no pasa nada. Ah, quería venderle cosas aquí, pero veo que no puedo. Solamente se le pueden vender cosas de brujo. Perfecto. Pues creo que ya no tengo nada más que vender. Podría venderle cosas de estas para quedarme con la mayoría de su dinero y tener dinero para la puja. Cosas que pues realmente no voy a usar nunca. Por ejemplo, esto se lo vendo. Probabilidad de envenenar, tengo muchas. Te lo vendo y la verdad es que no me interesan. De congelar, de 2%. Pero tengo este aumento de adrenalina. ¿Esto de qué es? Aumento de adrenalina. Le voy a vender estas. Es solamente 15. Ya, así mero.
Does the Countess have her eye on anything particular today?
No, but Horseball Sodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Did he happen to say what it was?
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic, Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Depends on the nature of the need.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes...
Ah, está bien.
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
I shall be much obliged.
See you in a minute, Vimy.
Psst. The cat-eyed one. That's Gerard of Rinby. I've heard many tales.
Mira, andan hablando de mí. Como si no las escuchara. También podemos hablar con este sujeto, pero por el momento paso. Muy seguramente, pues él es jugador de Gwent. A lo mejor lo que hay que hacer es, pues, jugar al Gwent con él. Y la verdad no me interesa.
Some spilled wine. Nothing else. There's no earring out here, is there?
None.
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Don't mind at all. But before I answer, I also wouldn't mind knowing how you knew each other.
Oh, I've told no one. Not ever. But I suppose I owe you an explanation. It was the winter of 1234. A beast prowled the streets of Oxenford. A fledder, I believe. A contract was issued, a notice posted, and a witcher appeared. Vesemir, of the School of the Wolf. He came through our estate, tracking the beast. Our eyes met. Something sparked. I wrote him a message, asked my governess to deliver it. He visited, under the cover of night, night after night. On one such occasion, my father heard something. Vesemir had to flee. So quickly he left behind his gambeson.
Ah, the first piece. The start of your collection.
Yes, but also the end of our love. Father had an arrest warrant issued, then quickly married me off. I was fortunate. My husband died young, leaving me a sizable fortune. And thus, I have lived on memories.
Entonces, eran amantes. Oye, pues, lo siento mucho.
Afraid I have bad news.
Oh? Please tell me, did he at least die like a witcher?
No. He died like a hero.
There is that. I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
Muy interesante todo esto. O sea, me encanta cómo siempre encuentra la manera de añadir más historia a los personajes, aun cuando no están. Vivaldi, me caes mal. ¿Con quién más puedo hablar? ¿Con la señorita esta? No. ¿Hay alguien para hablar allá abajo?
Apogee egg, white gold, and mother of pearl with topaz insects, sold to Madame Villepin.
Aggressive harky silk.
Toma asiento cuando estés preparado para participar. Ah, ok, ya te entendí.
Price of 2,000 crowns.
Halbert! It's been years. Allow me to introduce you. Geralt of Rivia.
Enchanted.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
¿Con Nilfgaard? De hecho, creo que sí. Escóllate, mi favorita. Sí, no, de hecho sí, Nilfgaard.
Seen right through me.
Ha! I knowed it. You don't look like one who easily agrees to a draw.
You ought to know, Halbert. Geralt here's a positively superb player.
No, No, no es cierto, no es cierto, no le creas.
We got a minute before the auction starts, so nudge nudge wink wink, maybe around.
Imagino que si le gano algo me va a decir o algo va a pasar. Venga, hombre, chingada. Preferiría decir que no. No, te voy a apostar poquito.
Suppose it's not whether you win or lose. Sure, I'm game.
Brilliant. I'll lay my cards out.
Naturally. Geralt, might you have a wee word?
Ah, ¿qué quieres ahora?
Well, mate, since I brought yous together, I do believe I'm owed a share of your winnings, if there are any. 10%. I find this for your sorts, you can.
Vivaldi, métete tus ganancias en el culo.
One cardinal bit I've learnt in my trade, friend. Coin dinna stink. So, what'll it be?
Ni lo sueñes. De acuerdo, como quiera voy a perder.
Well, you did help with the guards at the door. All right. 10% of any winnings is yours.
Any chance for a 15?
Don't push it, Vimy.
Como quiera voy a perder, hombre.
Game on.
Y se supone que este es alguien que se hizo millonario o rico jugando al Gwen. Quiere decir que es buenísimo. Y yo soy malísimo. Reinos del Norte. Déjame uso a Nilfgaard. Cartas de la baraja. Colección, ok. Es que tengo bien poquitas. Y de Reinos del Norte tengo más. Mira, tengo bastantes. Él va a jugar con Nilfgaard. Elige una carta para cambiarla. Ah, ok. Voy a cambiar esta. Y... a este. Todo empieza. No, ¿qué hice? Ah, la ronda es toda la jugada completa. Ay, no puede ser. A la madre, este hombre va con todo. ¿Qué estoy haciendo? Gracias. Pasa, yo también. Bueno, pues ya, como ya es la última, pues ahora sí, atacar con todo. Mira, vamos a empezar con un perfil bajo. Para que el vato crea que soy un manco. ¡Oh! Gunther Odin, quiero esa carta. 16. Se me hace que voy a mamar. Tiene muy buenas cartas este hombre. $26 contra 15. No tengo ya nada que hacer. Sería genial que pasara la ronda ya. Se me hace que no le gano ni de chiste. ¡Oh! No, sí, a lo mejor sí. No. Pero ¿hasta cuándo se le van a acabar sus cartas? Por Dios. Elige una carta de niebla impenetrable de tu baraja y jugala de inmediato. No mames, creo que le voy a ganar. Dime que sí. Dime que sí. ¡Hombre, qué buenos! Es la primera vez que gano en mi vida. En mi vida, te lo juro. O sea, desde que compré el juego allá por el 2015.
Unbelievable, I don't buy it. You cheated, you must have, or something. Hexed me or whatnot.
Oh, I'd be careful with the gab, Hilbert. Afore Geralt takes a mind to demanding satisfaction.
You give it to him, you damn midget. You bearded pinch-fist.
Oh. Interest will be a right bit higher when that bugger next comes round asking for a loan.
Oh, pensé que me iba a dar algo, pero venga. Se sintió bien como quiera ganarle.
The auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
¿Aquí? Ah, perfecto.
Vimy, listen. Forgot to ask you, how's this auction going to work?
They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horst Bosodi will probably appear then. That's when I'll introduce yous.
Counting on it.
In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to bid?
Sí, claro.
Of course I will. Went to the trouble to sneak me in here. I'd be an ass not to take a stab.
Ha! I knew the bug'd get you.
Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hereby open the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is a brass figurine from the collection of the infamous Count Romilly. Rumor has it the figure harbors a treasure inside. A rumor one may prove or disprove solely by destroying the beautiful bauble itself. Starting price? Quite the bargain at 50 crowns. Any
50,
advance?
bien barato.
With Master Hilbert at 100.
Sí, pues déjame pujo.
To Countess Mignol, now at 150.
150?
Do I hear 200? Might I have an advance?
Ah, vamos a esperar.
The white-haired gentleman enters a bid of 200. Do we have 250? 200 once? Twice? Thrice? Splendid Countess Mignol
No.
bids 250. Do I hear 300?
No sé, pujaré. Venga.
My, this is lively. I've 300 going once, going twice. Do we have 350? 300 thrice, and sold to the white-haired fellow. Lot number 1, the mysterious brass figurine.
Es que soy millonario.
Proceeding now to lot number 2. A canvas by the young Novigrad artist Van Rohe, Starry Night over the Pontar. Charming piece. Truly a bargain at 20 crowns. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 crowns, it's practically naught.
Pues claro. Esto es una...
Yes, the gentleman with the cap.
Es una referencia a la pintura Noche Estrellada sobre el Ródano de Vincent Van Gogh.
Going twice, going thrice, sold! Van Rohe's Starry Night over the Pontar to the gentleman with the cat eyes.
Por 20 coronas, una ganga.
Lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen. A true rarity, scarce as hen's teeth. Spectacles. A frame of gold, mountain crystal lenses polished by the tiny, dexterous hands of the gnome masters, once the property of the famed hired assassin known as the Professor.
Una pieza de colección muy buena.
Anyone tempted?
200 coronas.
Offers an advance of 50. Do I have 3? My, haven't we livened up? 300 from Yaromir Ivanovich Zaitsev. Going once? Twice?
Yo pujo.
Incredible! With the white-haired gentleman now, good folk, at 350 crowns. A generous offer indeed. Any advance? 350 going once? Going twice?
Ah.
So, invaluable spectacles for the
Lo estoy
white-haired
divirtiendo
gentleman.
mucho.
Exceedingly glad they'll be useful. May they serve you
Está
well.
viendo que estoy comprando todo a decir, ¡ay!
Oh, the excitement.
Tiene mucho
The
dinero.
3 lots behind us will go to an intermission. Amenities abound. Please partake. We'll resume shortly.
Quiero comprar más cosas. Apenas he gastado que 1000 coronas. O sea, no manches, tengo como 10,000 más.
Oh, Geralt, look! Horst Bosodi! Come on, before some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome.
Algo chupapollas.
Greetings, Horst. Allow me to introduce a dear friend and associate, Geralt of Rivia, who
comes uninvited.
Disculpa mis modales.
Forgot my manners. Forgive me. The teaching at Kaer Morhen, well, etiquette wasn't high on the list. Scandalous.
That's plain to see.
got the distinct impression the two of yous started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to...
What's one like you want from one like me?
Right. Let's dispense with the niceties. Maximilian Borsodi's house. Gotta lay my hands on it, whatever it...
What? Where did you learn of it?
Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices.
I ask you, where did you learn of it?
Whoa, come on now.
Where?
All gear upon Everett. Es que si se lo digo, si no se lo digo y si se lo digo, siento que da igual, o sea, en cualquiera de los dos casos. Pero esto mínimo no importa. Eso no importa.
Doesn't matter. Willing to tell me what it is or not.
Guards, escort the Witcher out. And he's not to enter, not alone, not hand in hand with Hierarch Hamilfart.
Honestly, he asked a question. It were a simple inquiry.
One more word, and I shall move my accounts to the competition.
Sorry, mate, but...
No reason to trouble the guards, Horst. I'll go willingly.
I don't recall giving you a choice in the matter. Kick his swiving mutated ass out.
Y cómo no. Hombre, tiene que ser algo pesado, ¿no? O sea, y que estaba en secreto por cómo reaccionó. ¿Qué hacen?
Your swords, master. Law says we're to return them. Law don't say when, though. So we'll do it, aye. Just after we beat the singing shite out of the honorable gentleman.
Gathering place for the elite, truly.
Venga, venga.
Come on, lads. Let's loosen our muscles a bit.
Right. Lift. Outside the noggin.
Por favor, por favor.
Law says if you see someone hurt, you should summon a medic. Law doesn't say how fast, though, so you can sit tight a while.
Seems true what they say. Sword or no sword, a witcher brings gold.
Not in the mood for your peasant wisdom. Who the hell are you?
If all goes well, dare say I'm your partner.
Don't need any partners.
Oh, I don't know about that. No chance you'll lay your hands on Max Borsodi's house alone.
Como sabes, nos estuvo espiando, ¿no?
How do you know I was looking for the house?
I was at the auction. Disguised, of course. That argument on the topic was hard to miss.
Get to the point, if you can.
To get this house, you need to get into the vault. And there's no way Horst will let you in there out of the
Nos está viendo,
kindness of his
bueno,
heart.
manches.
A heist. Don't like that idea one bit.
Got any others? Find the herbalist lives near Oxenford. Ask for some yarrow extract. You'll know why you've come.
If this is a trap of some sort.
Be seeing you, I hope.
Ya se la espera, o ya se la va a esperar que algo va a pasar. Venga, pues perfecto. Bueno, yo creo que ha sido un episodio bastante interesante. Vamos a dejarla por aquí, que ya vamos bastante. Espero les haya gustado y nos vemos en el siguiente. ¿Qué va a pasar? No lo sabremos. Un saludo. Chau, chau.